Everybody's doing well. As we know, Valentine's Day is coming up and I wanted to create a really girly, really different, out of my comfort zone makeup look because I haven't done a really dramatic, out of my comfort zone makeup look. You guys know that I'm in love with it. Neutral tones, brown tones, earth tones, and I really never use colour. So I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, create this amazing makeup look using amazing products that you guys have helped me out with today. If you want to know how I created this Valentine's Day makeup look, please keep watching. I'm at the moment so vibing the schoolgirl look, but we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to prime my entire face. I don't have an eye primer, so I can't spot prime, if you know what I mean. But in saying that, I'll be using one of my favorite and probably the only primers that I use because I have such sensitive skin, and that's the Barry M Unicorn Primer Drops Beauty Elixir. And we are going to prime our entire face with this. I will be doing my makeup as per usual with my eyes first, so just going to be priming my face entirely. I love the way that product smells. It smells so good. Okay, so moving straight into my concealer for my eyes, I'm going to be using the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the shade CJ10. And with that, I'll be using my BH Cosmetics 130 brush. It's just a brush where you can apply concealer on. And I did get my brows tinted yesterday and done, so they might be a bit dark. I'm not going to put any brow product in today, but if I was, you guys know, I will be using my Benefit Brow to draw them in, but there's no need for it today. So before we set in our brows, I'll be using my Benefit High Brow just to sort of define the underneath of my eyebrows a lot more. This one is like, it honestly does a major difference. So I'll do one side. Oops, I put it on my eyebrow. Damn it. And I will show you guys the difference. So that's the side with it on, you can actually see it. And then that's the side with no highbrow. You're gonna need some highbrow, okay? Even if you don't have like a highbrow product, you can always use a sort of more pink based concealer if you have, and a lighter concealer than the one that you use to conceal your eyelids. So that's just a little hack. So setting that straight in, I'll be using my Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder Foundation in the shade Medium Tan. And to set that, I'll be using my Real Techniques setting brush. If I was doing my brows, I would have done my brows before actually concealing my eyelids so I can clean it up later on. So going straight into my eye look, I'll be using my BH Cosmetics Chan XO The Remix palette. It's an 18 eyeshadow palette, 18 color eyeshadow palette. Comes with two sides. One side is all of these shades over here. Then when you flip it around, the other side has all of your pink and warm tones as well. Such a lovely palette. So for my base shade today, I'll just be using the shade Clarity and using my BH Cosmetics brush in 8. It's just a flat top brush. This is like a bone shade, a bone color. So it's white, but it's not so off-white, you know? It's more skin tone, just perfect for a base shade. And going straight in with my BH Cosmetics brush in 5 is just a blending fluffy brush, and I'll be using the shade SD as my transition. So just grabbing the pigment and going straight into my crease. I've said this before, you take the most pigmented part of the brush and use window wiping motions back and forth, and then when there's nothing on the brush, you can bring the brush upwards. Remember, this is just a transition shade, so I'm not going to be even, but it's just going to leave like an essence there, you know? Alright, so I want to warm that shade a lot more up on the tops because I am going to do a cut crease look for this look. I'm going to do a cut crease for this makeup look, and I'm just thinking I am going to warm it up with the shade Stalker using the same brush, and I do want this to be really, really evident. I'm going to put this straight wow, into the crease. This is why I love BH Cosmetics. And then I'm going to just blend that in. This is such a cute shade. Wow. And it turned out just the way I wanted it to. My gosh. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so to warm things up a lot more than what this is very pink for me. I don't wear pink, I don't wear purple, I don't wear any colours. I'm more neutral, but in saying that, to warm it up a little bit more, I think I'm just going to use a brown shade just to, you know, satisfy my OCD levels. I forgot that I didn't have my ring light on that whole time, so I'm sorry, but we're going to do this like this, okay? We're going to just continue like we always have the ring light on, you know? We're completely professional on my channel, but like as I was saying, I'm going to be using the shade Vampette, and I'll be using this shade on my outer corners and the inner corners. Well, I'll show you anyway. So starting in the crease, holding the brush very, very low, right? Using window wiping motion, sweeping it all the way across and back. And then using the shade Dark Horse over the top of that. Okay, so for now that's done. I'm going to do the bottom half later on after I put my foundation on, but we're going to go into the cut crease section of this. So just using a small detailing brush, a tiny flat top brush, and my Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Light Medium, I'm going to be creating my cut crease. And what I'm going to do is a little thing and pop on concealer onto my brush. Come closer for you guys. Looking downwards, just going to be creating my cut crease from my inner corner. And when I get to the middle, just popping on a fair amount of fat there, looking up, and then that'll be my sort of cut crease lining. And doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, so for my shimmer on top of that cut crease, I'll be using my Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Bronzed Belle. It's my first time using this, so I'm quite excited. So I'm popping this, do I need to set it? Popping this straight onto there. So once that's dry, you've cleaned up the edges of your eyeshadow, I'm going to be sort of blending that in. So just going in with any blending brush and using that Dark Horse shade. I'm just grabbing that and using this on the outer corner and bringing it in. Just over the top of it to diffuse it a little bit. Once that's all clean, I've got a new product over here. For the first time, I'm going to do a winged liner. In so many years, I have not done a winged liner and I am freaking out. But with the help of the Australia's Stamped double-ended winged liner stamp, I'm going to try and do it. Using the stampy side first, looking down and stamping it on. Oh my god. Okay, I think that worked really well. Wow, okay. Wing liner to another level. Oh my gosh. I'm just looking at myself in the viewfinder and I look so different. Wow, I do like it. It's just not what I'm used to and I'm kind of freaking out, but you know what, we're gonna keep it real. So I'm gonna clean up the edges of my eyeshadow. I look like some sort of goddess. I want to say Cleopatra, but like I'm not gonna be myself. But I'm gonna clean the edges of this so I can sort of meet up with my liner and pray to the Lord that I don't stuff it up. Perfect. And then the other side as well. Moving in, that's it for the complete face. Well, sorry, the eyes. We're going to be moving into my foundation. So for my foundation today, I'll be using a Sephora foundation. It is the Sephora 10 Hour Wear Perfect Foundation in the shade medium or 33, and the sister brand of Sigma Beauty, because you guys know I'm an affiliate to Sigma. It's called I keep butchering this. But they've just sent me a sponge over here to try out and use. So I'll just be applying my makeup with this sponge, but I wanted to show you the packaging, so I have to go with it. Alright, so I've wet the sponge. It's massive when comparing it. Now, using that flat top side, I'm just going to be popping my foundation onto it. So that's just one squirt and bouncing this on and off my face as I normally will. Just very bouncy. And it's perfect for the edges. See how we have that liner there now, and it's perfect to get in the under eye area. So going straight after that, using my Tarte Shape Tape again underneath my eyes. And then to blend that in, I'll be using my Sigma F80 Air Flat Kubiki brush. With my Sigma products, I will leave my discount code, my coupon code on the screen right now and in the box below, and a direct link to there. So if you guys want to go purchase some Sigma goodies with a coupon code so you can save yourself some dollars off, you're more than welcome to. I do make a small commission out of your purchases, so thank you in advance if any of you do use my code. I really, really appreciate it. Alright, you guys know the drill. When you guys get underneath the eyes, I do go ahead with my Real Techniques 201 brush, going into the creases of my nose, into the inner corner of my eyes, and sharpening my edges, I guess. We're going to set that straight away using my Australis Fresh and Flawless once again with my setting brush from Real Techniques, and quickly setting that area because I do crease there a lot. Lately I have been actually. I think it's the weather, like my skin's gotten really oily in the summer. Alright, using that again to set the rest of our face, and for my setting brush I'm using my Zoeva 106 Fat Powder Brush and just setting that everywhere. You know what's funny? I actually have to go out to the shops after this. Gonna be looking like a Valentine's goddess. Going to the shops, to Target, into baking, using my Laura Mercier translucent powder and just popping that underneath our eyes. Moving straight into my contour, I'll be using my Benefit Cooler Bronzer. So to bronze up my face a little bit more, the packaging is disgusting, I am warning you. But I'm using my Rimmel London Radiance Brick in the shade 002 Medium, because I do want to look somewhat warm on the face. So just going over my contour, and that'll just put up, see? So that side looks a bit more like warm, bronzy, whereas this side is a little bit more flat when you compare it. So using my NARS Eater brush and the Hoola to contour my nose, just going straight down. I love using this Eater brush to contour your nose because it's just ready, done for you. Like, you don't need to do it. You just need to literally wipe it up and down. That's all, girlfriend, that's all you gotta do. And you guys know me. If I can take any shortcuts into looking like a goddess, I will. We got a big nose, so we gotta contour a lot, okay? Don't judge me, love me, please. So using my MAC Sheer Tone Shimmer Blush in the shade Dolly Mix, using my Real Techniques Multitasker brush. This is very pigmented, alright? But because it's Valentine's, girl, they're gonna be pounding. So smiling and just patting this on the apples of your cheeks. And you want to really protrude that stuff, okay? So just patting that up and down and then buffing it in backwards. And that'll just give you like a shimmer, you know? So moving into my highlight, I am so excited for this. I'll be using my BH Cosmetics Duo Light Highlight 9 color palette, and I don't know which one to use, but because we've got such a bronzed look, I think I'm going to go with the shade Top It Off, and going in with my Tarte highlighting brush. Again, like I've said it in my tutorial before, if you guys are looking for a highlighter brush, you can go and grab one from the drugstore, meaning Priceline, because they sell the model preferred brushes there. And the contour and highlight brush that I have is MPD 103, which works just as best as this one. Just as best. I can't even English. Just as good as this one. So, got the shade over there. On the tip of my nose as well, and just over my cupid's bow. Alright, grabbing our eyeshadow palette again, we'll be using the shade Clarity in our inner corners, just to re-highlight it, because we did put foundation. And we've got so much shimmer going on the eyes that I want to keep some points of it matte. So I'm going to just line this on the high tops of my brows too, just so I can mattify it out. And highlight it, outline it, define it as well, because we're all about that extra life, you know? And then if I can find my brush, I'm going to blend that in again, just to diffuse it. For my lashes today, I have lashes, hold on a second, I'm just going to put my quality down. I have lashes from the beautiful Kitty Lash. I will pop all of their Instagram details in the description bar below. This is the packaging. How adorable is it? It's just cardboard hard. These are the lashes. So stunning. They're in the style French Kiss. Popping on the slightest bit of mascara, just so that your powder shades and everything disappear from your mascara, I mean your lashes. And then popping a little bad boys on. So, while we're waiting for our lashes to dry up, fixing the hair, because we still want to look on fleek, we're going to put a bit more mascara on the bottom lashes. You know the drill with my bottom lashes, I barely touch it. Like, you guys saw that, right? And already I've got like mascara almost everywhere. My bottom lashes is just so long. Oh no, I got some on my nose. Okay, we'll wait for that to dry up. And so setting my brows with the L'Oreal Paris Brow Artist Plumper. And then moving straight into my lips. So for my lip liner, I'll be using the Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in the shade 07 Lost in Love. And we'll just be lining our entire lips, colouring it in, okay? And over the top of that, I'll be using my Australis Girl Boss Demi Matte Lip Cream in the shade Fearless. And then finishing off our eye look. Almost forgot. So using the shade Bestie on a flat top brush. This is my MAC 214. And I'm just going in the bottom half of my lower lash line. And then using the shade Stalker on the outer corners. Bringing that in. Just diffuse it. Very pink. I quite like it. I'm not used to pink tones on my eyes, but you know what, going out of your comfort zone, you do learn a lot of stuff, and I did like it. Okay, our last step is using the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, long lasting makeup setting spray, because you're gonna go out, you know, you don't want your makeup to stay on all night. Holding this about an arm's length away. I'm making it rain. Alright, so that's it there for the complete makeup look. I'm in love with this. Honestly, I have never gone for something like this in my life. I don't use this much makeup, I don't use this much shimmer, but looking at myself in the viewfinder, I actually do like it. So that just proves going out of your comfort zone does really work, and I feel like I've got some lipstick on my teeth, let me just say. Alright, now we're good. So if you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a like, don't forget to share it with your friends and family, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. I'm trying to get to 1K, as you guys know, so I can do a massive makeup giveaway. So please, please, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next 3 days. Bye.